Be elite, not average. Average is easy. Become more explosive, more athletic, more confident. Bigger, faster, stronger programs win competitions. There is no secret sauce. Exploder Bar.
Here today with J.D. Zimmerhanzel of the Davenport Wolves. How you doing today, Coach?
I'm good. I appreciate you having me on today, and I appreciate all you do for Texas high school football, man.
Well, thank you very much, Coach. So we're hitting right at the end of the school year. So you've seen your kids out there competing in other sports, competing in other competitions, and you've seen them in the weight room. How are things going in the spring there in Davenport?
Oh, it's a great day to be part of the pack here. Our kids. We promote for multi-sport athletes, and we have kids that going right into basketball. Basketball team made playoffs. Straight from basketball, we had over 100 boys in the track program, and it paid off. We won the district championship in boys track, and then also the area championship, and had a lot of runners over there representing at A&M Kingsville at regionals. Our sprint relay full of football players was close. They got third place, got on the medal stand, and one place away from making it to state. But tremendous to see all those guys going out there and laying on the line on the track. And then right now our baseball team, area champs, and going on to round 3. And again, half the team is football players. We're playing Belleville this week in Manor. And so, across the board, a lot of great things going on here this spring, and it's good seeing our kids competing in other sports and helping where they can.
Now you're a young program, so a lot of times I'm asking who are you losing to graduation, but I don't think I'm asking that question this time. But just kind of walk us through your team on the field, who you have back, what roles they're going to fill, and who might be stepping into a different role on the field this fall.
Yeah, so we are a young program, but we did have a senior class last year. Okay. So we are losing a few on both sides. Number 14, our running back, Shaston Golden. You might have heard his name. He was a player of the week, Texas high school football, 7 touchdowns against Lockhart. He had almost over 2,000 yards. He's going to Trinity to play running back for them. So that's a big loss on offense. And we also had a tackle, Carter Trainer, 6'6", 285. He's going to Texas State as a preferred walk-on. So we're losing 3 on the offensive side, and then on the defensive side, we're losing 4 over there. Darian Brown was a corner. He's going and playing on the next level, and also Jaden Soverall is going to training as well to play corner. So we had a couple key positions in the secondary at corner that we're going to need to fill. But we have some, great guys competing this spring. We're getting after it. We don't get to do spring football, but we're out there every day during our athletic period, going at it. And some key returners that you asked about offensively. We had Kyler Payne. He's a receiver that had over 800 yards last year. Emmett Griman, number 1. He's our flex guy. We can put him anywhere on the field. He's a tight end. He's an outside receiver. We can also put him in the backfield. He also returned a kickoff last year. So he's one of those slash players that could do it all for us. And then Tristan Hamlin, he had right at almost 300 yards passing last year, and he's been doing it since we opened the school. And so offensively, we feel good about it. And our O-line will be experienced as well. Defensively, right in the middle, Zaire Livingston. The guy's an animal middle linebacker. He's had over 100 tackles the last 2 years for us, or the last 3 years. Ever since we've had the school open, he'll be a senior. And then Ryan Howell had 5 sacks last year as a first-team all-district defensive end. So those are some of the highlight players that we have coming back. And, we got a lot of young guys that are competing for spots to fill that some of our seniors left.
Now, if you don't mind, kind of walk us through 13 4A D1, who your competition is, and what you expect to see from them on the field in the fall.
Yeah, so as you said, we're a newer program. Last year was our first year competing UIL football. The 2 years before that, we were outlaw schedule. So it was nice to actually be in a district and compete to get into the playoffs. And, first year going 10-2, being runners up in district and beating Fredericksburg in a by-district match. unfortunately losing to Cal Allen at the end, a very good team in the area, the area round. But we were very pleased. weren't sure how we would stack up to our district and other opponents in 4A, but we definitely we didn't shy down from any of them. Had a great year. We do have a tough district. Canyon Lake will be back. They won district last year. They run the tough, wing tee offense. Right at you, smash mouth physical football. Land passes. They're another good squad that has a lot of kids coming back, and Taylor. They had a breakout year last year, making the playoffs. And Burnett, Coach Woods over there, and then Marble Falls. Those guys got great programs traditionally and got great kids, and I know they're preparing in this spring, and so it'll be a challenge again in our district, but we're ready for it, and we have high expectations. I mean, we talk about every day, district champions, making it to Jerry World, and we don't just talk about it. I truly believe our kids and our community are bought into knowing now after 1 year, like, hey, we can be in Jerry World, and so that's what we've been preaching all spring, and our kids are really buying in.
Now, the program may be new, relatively new, but you've been around high school athletics for a few years. So what would you say the number one challenge facing high school athletics in Texas right now is?
Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, it's easy to go and say the kids have, all these select opportunities and specialization, all that, but I don't know if I'm one of those that truly believe that. They do have a lot more opportunities to do a lot of stuff, but I truly believe the good ones want kids to do multiple sports. So I'm gonna put it more on our state and just the funding for public education and our teachers, and obviously our coaches, they're teachers, and that's they get hired here first, and across the state. It's a shortage of coaches and teachers out there because of them getting out with jobs that will pay a lot more and a lot less work. So it's, it all starts. I can't do it all by myself. The kids can't do it all by themselves. You have to have a good support system. You got to have a good coaching staff. And that's not just football. It's all sports across the board. And, the less to choose from, the less quality candidates you have. I'm fortunate enough here that we have great coaches, but if you're talking in general across the state, I believe that's the biggest thing. I talk to ADs every day, especially this time of the year when you're trying to hire people, and it's hard. And you're coming down to they got to be able to teach this class, and then the pool of applicants goes down to sometimes just one or none, and they have to go and just not fill it. So I really believe right now it's just a shortage of coaches, teachers, and the help we need from our state. They're defunding public education, and we need to stand together and fight for it and get them all on board to fund public education in Texas like it should be.
All right. So let's go from real big picture, bring it down to small picture, try and learn a little bit about J.D. Zimmerhanzel here. What would you say your number one guilty pleasure is?
Woo! That's a tough one. I'm going to have to say Bluebell ice cream. That's Bluebell ice cream probably be the number one thing. I know I shouldn't probably be eating it at 10 o'clock at night, but I can't help myself. And yeah, good stuff.
Now that's not necessarily guilty pleasure. That's a residency requirement, right?
Yeah, you're right about that.
All right, Coach. Well, thank you very much for your time today. Best of luck as you wrap up the school year and head into the 23 season. All
right. Well, again, I appreciate you, and hopefully we'll be at 7-on-7 state qualifying tournament in Manor this weekend, and hopefully we qualify, and I'll be able to see you again at state, and appreciate, again, all the coverage you do for Texas high school football.
Thank you, Coach. And for our viewers, if you look down below, if you like this video, hit that like button. It really helps with the algorithm on YouTube and getting this video in front of more people's eyes. And if you like what we're doing, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any future videos.
Be elite, not average. Average is easy. Become more explosive, more athletic, more confident. Bigger, faster, stronger programs win competitions. There is no secret sauce. Exploder Bar.